Vision Zero program, which is committed to eliminating traffic fatalities and making our roads safer for everyone. Today, we will hear from several leaders dedicated to achieving that vision. Please join me in welcoming our first speaker, Mayor Van R. Johnson II. Yep. I know that's right. Mayor Johnson's commitment to the safety and well-being of our residents is heartbeat of this project, and we're proud of his leadership in making Savannah a safer, stronger community for all. So please welcome Mayor Van Johnson.
Thank you and good afternoon. It is an honor to be the mayor of the greatest city on earth, and we know her as Savannah, Georgia. And it is a beautiful day in the greatest city on earth. A couple of PSAs. The first thing is, y'all love y'all library, y'all. Right? All right. We know that libraries matter, and we're certainly glad to be here for our beautiful library. Also, as we were going through the day, I'm glad to have with me members of City Council, Alderwoman Dr. Estella Shabazz from the 5th District, Alderman Nick Palumbo from the 4th District, and of course members of our various legislative teams. We're so glad to have you, and of course all of Team Savannah. Wave your hands, the greatest team of public service on earth. Even those back there in the shade who won't come out here and be in the sun with us. As we were riding here today, it took me an opportunity to think about and reflect on all that we have been able to accomplish over the last few years with the help of the Biden administration. And so, as the young people say, we have receipts. It reminds me of the 2024 BRIC grant of $30 million. It reminds me of the Safe Streets for All that we're celebrating today of $10 million. It reminds me of the Reconnecting Communities project of $1.8 million in 2023. And y'all can remember Solar for All, right? $150 million statewide. And the Truman Linear Trail Phase 2B in 2022 of $3 million. And the I-16 flyover removal of $720,000 in 2023. And the Regional Sanitary Sewer Project in 2023 of $3 million. And who can forget ARPA, which was $55 million. And as we came through the airport today, the terminal expansion in 2024 of $5 million. And the security checkpoint project of $6 million. I got receipts, right? Which is literally over $120 million of investment in 3.5 years, which is 6 times our typical annual general fund budget. Now, that's real money, right? Right. So we're so excited to be able to welcome my friend Tom Perez back to Savannah. We know it's one of his favorite cities on earth. He said it, and I'm just going to repeat what he said, that he loves the city. And to have someone who is such a revered and respected civic leader and political leader back in our city again. His resume is enviable by any shape, form, or measure. Someone who served in local government in Montgomery County, Maryland, who served as the Maryland Secretary of Labor, who served as the Assistant Attorney General for Civil Rights, who served as our U.S. Secretary of Labor, who served as the chair of the United States Democratic National Committee, and now as a senior advisor to the President and director of the White House Office of Intergovernmental Affairs. Give him a big round of applause for being here, and his team. And who calls me frequently to check on Savannah. I will tell you, we've heard from his office daily, literally, just checking to make sure that Savannah was all right. And I will tell you that your real friends show up at the showdown. And so we've been grateful of just the Biden administration through his office, just check and see if we're all right, if there's anything we need, and I appreciate that. Savannah will be a safe, environmentally healthy, and economically thriving community for all of its citizens. Someone say all. And in early 2022, Your city council at the time established the Savannah Vision Zero Task Force with the goal of advancing key strategies, policies, and recommendations to address traffic deaths and pedestrian safety in Savannah. We believe that we can have zero traffic accidents, and we believe we can have zero fatalities all in Palumbo in our city. And so the Vision Zero Action Plan was passed in September of 2022, and our amazing staff went right to work at implementing the goals of that plan. Traffic deaths and serious injuries are preventable and unacceptable. And it's our mandate as your leaders to create and provide roads that are safe, walkways and intersections that are navigable, and a mandate to create a city where cities are connected and where every city can thrive. We will live in a city where someone's address does not keep them from getting a job or school or their grandmama's house. We will connect this city with intelligent and safe infrastructure, and that infrastructure will be designed with input from a diverse backdrop of voices from our community. Over the next few years, West 37th Street, which is right behind us, and its companion on the other side of the street, will be transformed with upgrades to the intersections and turn lanes, the sidewalks, the bicycle lanes, and the crosswalks to this key artery in our city will be safer to travel for everyone for decades to come. Again, I'm so grateful to our federal partners for recognizing the need and the work that needs to be done on 37th Street. And when we applied for this very, very competitive grant, we depended on our senators to help push it over the finish line. And so with opportunity and preparation, we help make things happen. Thank you again to President Biden, Mr. Perez, for their teams for investing in underserved communities. We believe all means all. And through the bipartisan infrastructure law that establishes safe streets and roads for all program. And again, we thank Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg for his tireless efforts to improve this country's infrastructure. And finally, I want to thank everyone in the city of Savannah who worked on this grant and on this project. Mr. Melder, thank you for your leadership in this. Team Savannah, I know you'll recognize our Vision Zero Task Force, Team Savannah, our Transportation Services Department, our Urban Design and Planning Department, and Capital Projects. Give them all a big round of applause for the work they do on this grant application. And we just love Ms. Ann Purcell.
Oh, yes.
She's the chair of our state DOT, but she's ours before she ever was theirs.
That's right.
And we know one thing, when she's up there fighting in Atlanta for us, we know she never forgets home. So thank you, Ms. Purcell, for being here. Thank you so much for your tireless work on behalf of our communities. And again, it's a great day, the greatest city on earth, and we're glad that you're here. Thank you.